Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against RG3's Browns. With that, let's get up to Cleveland. We're standing by our Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Atlanta Falcons. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. And the Cleveland Browns.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Looking for Barnett, and he's free going down the left side. It's a Atlanta will take over on offense. We've discussed a lot this year what they've had going on in the backfield with Freeman and Coleman. Last week, Freeman 15 carries, 2 touchdowns, 56 yards. Coleman right there with him, 12 carries, 49 yards.
I like the two-headed tandem that they have. I like what both of them give them, meaning Freeman, he plays with such intensity, and he pass protects really well. And he can, of course, catch the ball in the backfield. Tevin Coleman's a little bit more their home run hitter. When there's a space, when there's a sliver, he can turn into a big, big gain. But whoever has the hot hand, that's who should touch the ball in the second half of games.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They begin with a run by Crowell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They keep it with Crowell on first. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain, and it's second down. Okay, Charles, who are you picking to highlight here as we show the starters for the Cleveland Browns?
I like how you said highlight, because I'm going to go with Isaiah Crowell, the running back, because if you go back to his high school days, he was in the spotlight. Actually announced he's going to the University of Georgia holding up a bulldog puppy. Didn't work out there, went to Alabama State and had a nice career. Undrafted, unheralded, but had a really nice year in 2015, so he's trying to bring the spotlight back.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They come out here in the eye. They'll run it again with Crowell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. And here now the defensive starters for Atlanta.
Vic Beasley's a very talented outside linebacker whose #1 task, rush the passer. But he has the athletic ability to drop into coverage.
A screen complete to Crowell. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A very solid gain of 27.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Now Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second down, Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's third down. A glance at the starting unit. Julio Jones, a threat on the outside, of course.
Combines great athleticism, incredible speed, and a whole lot of toughness to be one of the better receivers in the NFL.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. And even 60 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons. Shift together here from the D-line. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And that'll be incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
The line of scrimmage is the 3 as they look to cash in on 3rd and goal. To throw is Ryan. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out costs him a yard as he's out of bounds at the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
On second down, Griffin. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So here we go, a 3rd down after the second down pass completion.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On the run, it's Crowell. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. Myself, and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They come out here in the I. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. 4th down. Here's RG3. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. Able to drop him for a loss of 4. On 1st down, Ryan. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Freeman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Offense working with a 3rd and 13 still left. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that. Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Griffin. Flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vic Beasley from his outside linebacker spot. He gets him down here for a loss of 4. On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And some room to roam now. Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Isaiah Crowell, 72 yards. And once again, the Browns are back in front. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half. And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller. Give me the ball. Again, and again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something? You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into... Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jamie Collins able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him. Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him. No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner. Joe Hayden with it. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Griffin going to give to Crowell. And the cutback to the sideline. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school that we used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
There. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Freeman again. And he powers his way up past the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. So it'll be first down here after the run. This time Ryan will throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Now Ryan, flush to his right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And now it's 4th down.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And that's going to tie us at 13. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
To return, it's George Atkinson. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. And Griffin gives to Crowell. Cuts left. And he'll cut it out to the sideline. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
Again, it's Crowell. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A gain of 3, second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
On second down, here's Griffin looking for someone to throw to. Now he'll escape to his left, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up a third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On third down, Johnson. And he'll be of quarter number 3. And we're back all even as we get ready to start the fourth. So on comes the kicker, Cody Parkey, in a big spot. And Parkey's kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front. But then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
So out come the Falcons now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal,
it's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On second down, Ryan connects with Sanu right side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a play fake here on first down. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now Ryan on second down. He'll set up the screen for Freeman. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On third down, Ryan drops it off for Coleman. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Give him 3 on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out here in the eye. They'll look to throw. Fire has it complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run with Crowell. Fighting through. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's a give to Crowell. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. A fresh set of downs in there. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So many practices we've watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, nice move. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being...
And this is caught at the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. And now the offense operates in the red zone. He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed him. Instead, second down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
One last shot for Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough. Try to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run them.